I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Robert Thompson, owner and founder of Triple T Holsters. I would like to talk to you today just a little bit about our differences in our holsters from our competitors. Just a little background about myself. That's the fact that I was a retired Master Sergeant from the United States Air Force, and I've been practicing orthotics and prosthetics for the last 24 years. That, I believe, gives me a unique perspective on how things should fit the body versus people who are just stomping these things out and have no clue. The difference between our holsters and our competitors is quite striking. I'll show you an example. This is one of our holsters for our 1911. Actually, what we've got in here is a Kimber 1911. This one happens to be a 9mm compact. You can see there's quite a lot of retention in this. And one of our differences between our holsters and everyone else's, you'll notice is it has some nice stitching to it, and also the fact that on the back it is covered with a orthopedic grade cowhide. This is something I use at the hospital where I continually work, and that is the fact that it's something that we put against a patient in order to keep any kind of abrasions from them. And what we have here is our fasteners for raising and lowering the clips, and you'll notice that ours are flush, and all the rivets that we have here that are attached to the kydex are also encapsulated between these two pieces of leather. This leather is not just sewn on, this leather is also glued with a very expensive glue that will not come off. It's bonded on, so even if you were to lose the threads, it's still not going to come apart. These holsters, by the way, are guaranteed for life. If you have any problems with them, you can send them back. This is basically how some of our competitors do their holsters. They're just square cut. They're raw on the back side, which gives you no protection, and they utilize these dome type Chicago screws, or if they don't use these, they're dome type rivets, plus the very cheap T-nuts that are prone to rust, and they have to use a very heavy, stiff leather in order to keep those T-nuts, the little teeth on the T-nuts, from coming through. So we don't use cheap components, so we don't have to make compromise in our holsters. The thing that you'll notice here, that this is raw on the back. Now this, I'm not sure if this one's horsehide or not, but a lot of people are talking about horsehide. And one thing about horsehide, the only difference in horsehide and cowhide is that horsehide is a little more dense. And everybody's talking about the sweat factor. Well, with this has a barrier already, because this is exactly what we would put against a patient, so therefore it really won't absorb sweat any. In fact, it'll absorb sweat less than this. And this really requires just wiping it down with a damp cloth. Also, you'll notice that these Chicago screws are stainless and they're flush. This is something that we use in our orthotic and prosthetic business. I think that you'll find that that's much more comfortable than having this against your skin. Also, these are very stiff, where ours are very flexible, require no break-in time, so therefore it's ready to wear right out the box. Nice fit, nice finish, great product at a reasonable price. Thank you.